Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt absolutely nothing? Not sad, not happy, just empty, like you're going through the motions, doing everything you're supposed to do, but somewhere deep inside, something feels missing. You get up, you brush your teeth, you make your tea, you scroll through your phone, and yet there's this heaviness sitting on your chest that you just can't shake off. And the worst part, you don't even know why you feel this way. Nothing bad happened, your life isn't falling apart, but you still feel low, you still feel stuck, you still feel like you're dragging yourself through each day instead of actually living it. If that sounds familiar, I want you to stop whatever you're doing right now and pay very close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Because what I'm going to share with you today is not some motivational speech. It's not just think positive advice. This is actual psychology backed by science about why you feel this way, and more importantly, what you can do about it starting today, 3 times a day, every single day. And if you actually do this, I promise you, within a few weeks, you will feel like a completely different person. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly good? Not just okay, but genuinely light, energized, motivated? Think about it. For most people, they can't even remember. And that's the problem nobody talks about. We've normalized feeling low. We've accepted it as just how life is. We tell ourselves everyone feels like this. And yes, a lot of people do feel this way, but that doesn't mean you have to. That doesn't mean there's nothing you can do about it. Here's what's actually happening inside your brain when you feel low. Your brain runs on chemicals: dopamine, serotonin, cortisol, oxytocin. These aren't just fancy words. These chemicals are literally controlling how you feel every single moment of every single day. When your dopamine is low, you feel unmotivated, bored, numb. When your serotonin is low, you feel sad, irritable, hopeless. When your cortisol is too high, which happens when you're stressed or anxious, it literally blocks the good chemicals from doing their job. So your brain is basically in a chemical imbalance. And here's the most important thing I want you to understand. Your daily habits are either fixing that imbalance or making it worse every single day, whether you realize it or not. Most people unknowingly do things that destroy their brain chemistry. They wake up and immediately check their phone, flooding their brain with information, comparison, and anxiety before they've even had a glass of water. They skip breakfast or eat junk, starving their brain of the nutrients it needs to produce serotonin. They sit inside all day, never getting sunlight, which is one of the most powerful natural mood regulators that exists. They go to bed late, scrolling mindlessly, destroying their sleep, and without proper sleep, your brain literally cannot regulate emotions. And then they wonder why they feel so low. They wonder why motivation feels impossible. They wonder why nothing feels exciting anymore. But here's the thing, and I want you to really hear this. It's not your fault. Nobody taught you this. Nobody sat you down and explained how your brain actually works. Nobody told you that the small things you do every day have a massive impact on how you feel. You were never given the manual. But today, right now, that changes. Because what I'm about to give you is a simple 3-time-a-day routine: morning, afternoon, and evening. 3 specific moments in your day where you do specific things that are designed based on how your brain actually works to reset your chemistry, rebuild your energy, and slowly but surely pull yourself out of that fog. This isn't magic, this isn't overnight, but it is real, it is proven, and it absolutely works if you actually do it. Now, before I get into the routine itself, I need you to understand one psychological principle that changes everything. It's called behavioral activation, and it basically says this: you don't wait to feel good before you act act first, and then you feel good. Read that again. Most people think, I'll do it when I feel motivated, but motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first. Motivation follows. This is one of the most well-researched findings in all of psychology, and it's the foundation of everything I'm going to teach you today. Think about it this way. Have you ever not wanted to go for a walk, forced yourself to go anyway, and then halfway through felt surprisingly okay? That's behavioral activation working in real time. Your brain needed the movement first. The good feeling came after. And once you understand this principle, once you truly internalize it, it becomes your most powerful weapon against low moods. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to break down your day into 3 windows. Each window has a specific purpose. Each window targets a different brain chemical, and each practice within that window takes less than 10 minutes. That's it, less than 10 minutes, 3 times a day, and your entire mental landscape starts to shift. Let's start with the morning window. And I know what you're thinking. I've heard morning routine advice 100 times, but stay with me because this is different. This isn't about waking up at 5 a.m. and doing 2 hours of journaling. This is about the first 10 minutes after you wake up, and specifically what you do in those 10 minutes that either sets your brain up for a good day or a terrible one. The moment you wake up, your cortisol naturally spikes. This is actually normal. It's called the cortisol awakening response, and your body does it to give you energy to start the day. But here's where most people make a critical mistake. They pick up their phone, and the second you start scrolling, seeing news, seeing other people's highlight reels, seeing notifications, your brain interprets all of that as threat and stimulation simultaneously. Your cortisol stays elevated, your dopamine gets hijacked by cheap stimulation, and your nervous system enters a low-grade stress state before your day is even started, and you carry that weight with you for hours without even realizing it. So the first practice, the morning practice, is this. For the first 10 minutes after waking up, no phone. Instead, you do 3 things. You drink a full glass of water the moment you get out of bed. Dehydration, even mild dehydration, directly impacts your mood and cognitive function. Then you step outside or sit near a window and get natural light in your eyes for at least 5 minutes. This is not optional. Sunlight triggers serotonin production and anchors your circadian rhythm, which controls your sleep, your energy, and your emotional regulation. And then, and this is the one most people skip, you move your body. Not a full workout, just 2 minutes. Jump in place, do some stretches, shake your arms, anything. Because movement releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is literally described by neuroscientists as miracle grow for your brain. 2 minutes of movement in the morning starts reshaping how your brain responds to stress throughout the entire day. That's it. Water, sunlight, movement. 10 minutes. But do it consistently, and within 2 weeks, you will notice a difference in how you feel when you start your day. Now, the afternoon window, and this one is actually the most underrated. Most people hit a wall somewhere between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Energy drops, focus disappears, that low, heavy feeling creeps back in. And what do most people do? They grab another cup of chai, scroll their phone for 20 minutes, and then feel guilty about wasting time. Sound familiar? Here's what's actually happening. Your serotonin has dropped because you've been mentally active all morning. You've probably eaten something heavy, and your body is in a natural circadian dip. And instead of working with your biology, most people fight it and lose. The afternoon practice is simple. Somewhere between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., you take a 10-minute walk, outside if possible. No music, no podcast, no phone. Just you and your thoughts and the movement of your body. I know that sounds boring, but here's the psychology behind it. This is called an interoceptive reset. When you walk without distraction, your brain enters a state called default mode network activation. This is where your brain quietly processes emotions, makes connections, and releases stored mental tension. It's basically your brain's natural therapy session, and the walking itself continues pumping serotonin and dopamine back into your system. You will come back from that 10-minute walk feeling noticeably clearer, not perfect, but clearer. And on days when you feel the lowest, that clarity is everything. And now, the evening window. This one is about something most people completely ignore. It's called psychological closure. Here's the problem. Most people end their day without ever actually mentally closing it. They just stop working, start watching something, fall asleep scrolling, and their brain is still running in the background, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, processing everything that happened. And that background noise is what makes you wake up already feeling tired, already feeling low before the day has even started. The evening practice takes 5 minutes. Before you sleep, not in bed, sit somewhere intentionally. You write down 3 things.
One thing that happened today that you handled, no matter how small, one thing you're going to let go of tonight that you cannot control, and one thing you're looking forward to tomorrow, even if it's just a meal or a conversation. That's it. 3 sentences, 5 minutes. But what this does to your brain is profound. It activates your prefrontal cortex, the rational, calm part of your brain, right before sleep. It signals to your nervous system that the day is done, that you are safe, that tomorrow has something worth waking up for. And it interrupts the cycle of rumination that keeps so many people trapped in low moods for weeks and months at a time.
Water, sunlight, movement in the morning, a 10-minute walk in the afternoon, 3 sentences before bed at night. That is the routine. 3 times a day, every day. And I know it sounds almost too simple. I know part of you is expecting something more complicated, more dramatic. But bro, that's exactly the trap. We keep waiting for the big solution, the perfect moment, the right motivation. And while we wait, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and we stay stuck in the same fog. The science is clear. Small, consistent actions rewire your brain far more effectively than occasional big efforts. You don't need a perfect life to start feeling better. You need a better daily rhythm. And now you have one. So here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, right now. Save this video, share it with one person in your life who you know is going through a hard time, because chances are someone in your circle really needs to hear this today. And drop in the comments, which of these 3 practices are you going to start with? Morning, afternoon, or evening? I read every single comment, and I want to know where you're starting. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to understand more about how your brain works and how to build a life that actually feels good to live, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because what's coming next on this channel is going to change how you think about everything. This was just the beginning.